Okay, now we know about cars and we know that mass production happened and all this, but it's all the little things that come into play, right? Like the tires. Did they first start with tires? What were the tires made of before then? What did they have? All this stuff. Well, here's a fun fact. Back in 3500 BC was the original wheel, which was chiseled out of stone. Then they created wood. Then after that, there was a wood that was wrapped in leather to help soften a ride. Well, then after that, they actually hammered solid metal around the wheels, almost like kind of like a train and wagons. But they were sturdy and built for long times. But boy, was it uncomfortable. Then solid rubber came around by a gentleman of Charles Goodyear. Yeah, Goodyear. And he actually developed the idea for vulcanizing, which basically heated up rubber with sulfur to give it somewhat of a flexible shape. In 1844 was the time that he actually had a patent for solid rubber tires. They were great, but boy were they heavy, right? So then, in 1888, almost 40 years later, a veterinarian by the name of John Dunlop, boy, all these sketchy names, huh? Made the pneumatic rubber tire. And he did it on his son's bicycle because his son was complaining that the ride was so rough. So he said, okay, let me create this. Ended up creating it, and then boom, we've now got a special tire. The nice part about these was that they were easy to replace. They weren't as expensive as like a giant metal chiseled wagon. And that's now what we're using today.